Dwebble is one of the most overpowered encounters for your Nuzlocke. I played through Pokemon Black with only unevolved bug types and created the best possible strategies that would give you the best chance to beat the game under hardcore Nuzlocke rules. What I found was that your entire team exists to serve one Pokemon. Just for you new kids out there, a hardcore Nuzlocke means level caps, no items, set mode, and permadeath as a way to make Pokemon games more challenging. Let's jump right into it. Before we can get to Dwebble, the early game will consist of Sewaddle and Venipede. Sewaddle excels in the early game with access to strong stab moves right away. Solid defenses when combined with a Violite make it super tanky. However, this runs out fast. Without a special attack stat to complement Bug Buzz and Swarm, or setup moves to make use of its Chlorophyll ability, Sewaddle quickly devolves into nothing but a shitty eject button pivot. High defense and access to stab Bug Bite make this fight easy. Lenore, on the other hand, is completely different. It's a full gamble and you might as well show up in Swarm already. You'll also need to crit both of your attacks to win. This will give you a slim 1 out of 256 chance to take this battle. Things are gonna get better from here. Venipede is over here in Pinwheel Forest, and because of this, I'm naming it Vacuum Machine, and he'll be the star of the next fight against Berg. Venipede may look promising with Defense Curl, Rollout, and even Agility, but the minimum level you can even find Venipede is 15, and Wild Pokemon will always know the last 4 moves from level up, meaning you're gonna miss out on Rollout and Defense Curl. The mover learner is all the way in Mistralton City, and by that time, Dwebble has completely taken over. I'm going to use Screech 3 times versus Whirlipede to get its defense to -6 before finishing it with 2 pursuits. Sewaddle comes in on Dwebble's Smackdown. Then I'll hit it with a Bug Gem boosted Bug Bite. Another Smackdown brings Sewaddle into Swarm range, giving it enough damage to finish Dwebble with another Bug Bite. We'll now go back into Venipede, who gets put in Swarm range from Luvani's Struggle Bug, allowing me to finish it with a Swarm boosted Bug Gem boosted Bug Bite. The next rival battles with Bianca and Sharon are both easily taken care of with a Violite Sewaddle and a Violite Venipede. Now Dwebble is finally here in the Desert Resort. Here's why Dwebble is so great. The ability Sturdy will always allow you to live 1 hit. When combined with Shell Smash, it means that Dwebble will almost always get a free turn to set up, and most times, this 1 turn is all it needs to sweep, making it super dangerous. Smackdown is the only 100% accurate rock move Dwebble gets access to at only 50 base power. This actually isn't so bad though, as you'll find many of the common types of Pokemon you'll have to battle in this game are weak to rock. Even then, Dwebble gets a very strong stab X-Scissor at level 35, and on top of that, Flail at level 41, which will have 200 base power at 1 HP, combining well with Sturdy and actually outclassing the base power of both X-Scissor and Smackdown. The summary is that if Dwebble smacks down my wife's ass, my wife is Dwebble's now. Elisa's Emolga will always go for Volt Switch as its first move. I'll always live the attack, and Cell Battery will activate, giving me +1 attack. Now I'll also use a Rock Polish the same turn. At this point, it's all over for Elisa. 2 Smackdowns for the Emolga, and a dig for Zebstrika. For this next Sharon battle, I'll Rock Polish up versus Liepard. Now I can just sweep. I need to make sure I use Bug Bite at the right time versus Duat to eat its Citrus Berry. We have access to Carablast, and let's talk about him for a sec. With access to Endure, Flail, X-Scissor, Fury Cutter, and Swarm ability, not to mention pretty solid attack and speed, Carablast has a lot of potential, if not for the fact that Dwebble exists. Also, the Elite Four level cap is 50 and it gets Sword Stance at level 52. Unfortunately, Carablast is absolutely useless. Clay's Krokorok will actually always go for Swagger versus Dwebble. I can take advantage of this with Persimberry to cure confusion and Rock Polish up in the same turn, allowing me to sweep. But wait a sec. Swagger only has 85% accuracy. What if it misses that turn? Here's another way to guarantee this battle. Instead of Rock Polish, I'll just kill Croc with Bug Bite to drag in Palpitoad. Then, I can switch to a Violite Sewaddle who walls Palpitoad pretty hard. I can also get its special attack to -6 with Struggle Bug. From here, we'll stall it out until it only has Aqua Rings left. Now we can safely switch back to Dwebble, use Rock Polish, and finish Palpitoad with Bug Bite. This +2 speed from Rock Polish with Starting intact allows Dwebble to 2-hit KO Excadrill without fearing dying to Bulldoze crit, or the speed drop allowing Excadrill to get 2 hits in. We can grab Joltik in Chargestone Cave, who has a very minor role in this run. Skyla's Swoobat always uses Amnesia the first turn. This gives me a free chance to set up Rock Polish and then kill it next turn with Smackdown. My Sturdy will give me the chance to kill Swanna with 2 Rock Polishes, and now, since I'm at 1 HP versus Unfezant, it'll always go for priority quick attack to get the kill. This means I can use Sewaddle as an eject button pivot as it can easily tank a weak move. This sends me into Joltik, who can outspeed and kill it with a Choice Specs Electro Ball. With access to Shell Smash now, Dwebble becomes even more dangerous, only needing 1 turn here to sweep Cheren. I'll Shell Smash up and Vanillish will always use Acid Armor this turn. Rock Gem will give Dwebble the boost it needs to overcome Acid Armor, and I can sweep with Smackdown from here. We can grab Shelmet now, and this is the only other encounter that even compares to Dwebble, but for different reasons. Shelmet gets Shell Armor as its ability, which means moves don't crit, which means I can set up defense boost with Curse and Acid Armor without fearing criticals ruining everything. Also, with access to Rest and Recover, I can stay healthy. Very simple, but very powerful. I'll Shell Smash up versus Stoutland, and when it hits me, I'll be in flail range, allowing me to sweep. Drayden's Fracture will always use Dragon Dance first turn. I'll Shell Smash up and then kill it with a Soft Sand Earthquake. Druddigon is in, and what I'm gonna do here is either use Druddigon's potential crit, substitute, or in this case, rough skin damage to intentionally put myself into flail range. Once Druddigon's gone, Flail will have enough power to take out Haxorus in 1 hit. I can hatch Larvesta out of an egg to use for later. This is the easiest Elite Four in all of my runs. Let's take a look. For Chantal, I'll start with Shelmet. I'll always go first from my Speed EV investment. I'll use Yawn on Cofagrigus as it always goes for Shadow Ball versus Shelmet. Then my eject button will activate going into Dwebble. Raspberry or Sturdy plus the sleep turn will guarantee Dwebble gets 2 shell smashes off, and now I can sweep. I have Feint Attack for Jellicent, Earthquake for Chandelure to not get burned by Flame Body, and Shadow Claw for Golurk in case Feint Attack gets disabled by the previous Jellicent's cursed body. It's Shelmet's turn now. To avoid Sand Attack from Scrafty, I keep a substitute up as much as I can. Now I can get all the way to +6 attack and +6 defense without fear of crit with Curse. Now I can sweep with Body Slam, slowly taking down each member of the team with Shelmet's awful attack. For Caitlyn, all it takes is one turn to set up with Shell Smash, Sturdy the hit, and then sweep her team. Shelmet can sweep Marshall too. I'll set up all the way versus throw with Curse, and I can easily sweep with Body Slam. Back-to-back ending Getsis for the final fights. I'll start with Venipede versus End Zekrom. I want to get rid of all of its fusion bolts. I can protect turn 1, tank another with the Sash, heal up to full with Rest, and tank one more, making 3 in total. Larvesta will come in and do the same, but I'll save it for later and go directly into Shelmet once Zekrom is out of fusion bolts. Zekrom actually has Terravolt, which ignores my shell armor, so I have to be more cautious here, making sure Shelmet stays as healthy as I can. Once I'm +6 defense and +6 attack, I'll kill Zekrom with Body Slam, and slowly do the same to the Caracosta. Now Archeops is in, and I can use my 1 HP Larvesta for a free switch to Dwebble, and I forgot to put Smackdown on him. Okay, we're back. Dwebble will use Shell Smash while Archeops takes me down to Sturdy. Now I can smack down Archeops, kill Vanillix too. Kling Klang gets hit with Earthquake, and an X-Scissor for Zekrom to win. We're forced right into Getsis, so I'll let Venipede die since it technically doesn't exist. Now I'll go into Sewaddle to spam Struggle Bug to try to lower Cofagrigus' special attack as much as I can. Then Joltik can get in and do the same thing to get it lowered as much as possible. Finally, I'll end with Shelmet, who can't get crit, so Cofagrigus can't touch him. I'll stall it out until it struggles. Once it does, I'll go into Dwebble, Shell Smash all the way up, and there's the sweep on Getsis. So what did we learn today? Dwebble is pretty good at Pokemon, but this run is for the most part almost impossible because you'd have to do a few hundred runs before you even get past Lenora. That's all the time I have for today though. I gotta go hit the gym. But don't forget to like somebody's comment and leave a comment so that somebody else can like your comment and subscribe too. I'll see you guys next time.